Hey guys, I'm Jack. So today I'm going to show you my new workflow, which is using a bunch of photos to make it as a video. It could be a 10 minutes videos, or it can be an hour long or YouTube shorts. So now I'm going to show you how to do it. And there is a very important thing that I'm going to show you, which is the scraping part. Since we need to have a bunch of photos, for my case, I have downloaded 10K images in my computer. So to get those images, you have to do some scraping. And I believe most of you may be interested in this one. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Before you do the scraping, you need to have the consent from the content creator or the owner. So now let's go to my workflow. So for this workflow, like I said, I use 10K images, and then the workflow will randomly pick 1,000 from there and then put them together as a 10 minutes video. So now let's click the test workflow. So you can see this workflow is much cleaner than the last one because we are not using GPT to generate any images. We're just using the photos or images from our desktop, combining with a 30-second music, and then we'll make the music keep looping and then to make it as a 10 minutes long video. So now let's go to our YouTube channel. And you will see there's a new videos. So let's check that out. So you see, this is the example of what I did. And then every 2 seconds, we'll have a new picture. And so you can see I'm doing some K-pop female groups with their beautiful photos. So now let's talk about the cost. So for the first one, the image, it is cost 0 because we are using the scraping tools to get the images. And then they're all downloaded to our computer, so we're not using any GPT or any AI to generate the image. And then we go to Canva, and there is a AI generating music tool, which is called Sounddraw. We get the music from there. So that part is for free as well. And then we use AWS S3 for the storage, like what we did in last video. And for this time, we have 2 buckets. The first one is to store the music, and the second one is to store the videos that output. So for the images, we are not uploading our image to there since there are too many photos. And then the size of the bucket will be huge and then will cost a lot. So we're trying to afford that. And then we will use DeepSeek to generate a video title. Since we're only generating 100 characters titles, so I did the calculation. It only costs $0.0001, which means nothing actually. Alright, so now let's go to the editing video part. So for this time, we are trying to put the images that we have scraped with the audios we generated together and then combine them as one video. This time I actually starting from these videos on my backend server will be uploaded to my Patreon subscription part. So you have to subscribe my Patreon to get the backend server. So it will cost $20 per month. First, actually, once you have downloaded the server, you can make as many videos as you like. Let's say you will make 10 videos per day, and then you will do it for the whole month, so which means you will create 300 videos, then $20 divided by 300, which is 0.066667. So this is the cost per video. If you make more than 10 videos, then the cost will be lower. Okay, now let's talk about the things you need. So first of all, we need the Docker desktop. We have it done last video, so we're good. And the second part is the tons of images. So we're going to use a tool to scrape the images. We'll talk about this later. For my backend server, you have to get it from the Patreon. And the fourth one is AWS S3 token. We have that already. And then the fifth one is YouTube API key. We did that as well. For the last one, DeepSeek API key. I will show it later. So this one, again, it is for generating the YouTube titles. So now I'm going to show you how to download the scraping tools and how to use it. Now let's go to Docker desktop. In here we search gallery DL. I will have the name put in my YouTube description so you can find it there. It is free, so You don't have to pay for this one. And also this image or this tool is not created by me. So if you want to find more details, you can go to my description to check that GitHub link as well. So now we will go to Google and then search Google extension, which is called cookies.txt. I will have the link in the description as well. So once you have downloaded these two things, then we will need to create a folder to store the images or the videos that you are going to scrape. So for my case, I will go to my local disk and then users-jack-t. In there, I will create a folder. I will call it gallery.dl. You can put it in your desktop or wherever you like. Now I'm going to explain what the get cookies do. So first of all, these scraping tools can do Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and lots of platforms, but sometimes it requires you to do the login. For example, if you want to scrape some photos from a private Instagram account, you need to follow that account first, right? And then you have to have the permission to go to that Instagram account, right? So this cookies is to store your login status. So once you have logged in, the cookies will know that you have the permission to go to that particular private profile. And then the get cookies, they pass this info to the scraping tool, to that gallery.dl, and then the gallery.dl will use that status to do the scraping part. Okay, now in here, I will go to my Instagram and then I will export the get cookies to the folder we just created. So I'll go to local disk, users, jack-t, and I find the gallery.dl. I will change the file name to Instagram cookies.txt. So go back to my folder, you will see the cookies there. And now we open our command prompt. We copy the path of that folder, and also we need to copy the prompt for the Docker run. I'll have that prompt in my description. So all you need to do is to put the path that you just copied and then replace the one that I had in there. So I'm going to explain this prompt. So first of all, you will see the first path is C user jack-t gallery.dl. This is the path to store the images and videos that you are going to scrape, okay? Which is the folder that you just create. So you have to put your path in there. And then there's another path which is after the cookies. For that one, you will see gallery.dl and then Instagram cookies.txt, right? I had that path ready for you. So as long as you have followed my instruction to create that cookies.txt, you should be fine and you don't have to touch that part. But for example, next time, if you want to do the scraping for Facebook or Twitter, then you will have to download your Facebook or Twitter's cookies, right? And then put it back to the folder that you just create. And in here, in the prompt, you will have to change that cookies name to the one that you're going to do. For example, like Facebook cookies.txt or Twitter cookies.txt. And then at the end, there will be a link, which is direct to the profile that you are going to scrape. So in here, this Instagram profile, it is mine. So I have my consent already to scrape my images. So it is okay to do the scraping now. So now once the prompt is updated, then we can simply just copy it and then paste it in the command prompt. And then you have to make sure this whole prompt is in one line, okay? So put it in the prompt, you will see it's running, which means it is downloading something, right? Then once it is finished, you can go back to the gallery.dl folder, go to, you will see there is a new folder called Instagram in create. Then you get into the folder, you will see one more folder is created, which is the user ID of the profile that you just scraped, and then get into it. Then you will see all my images are in here, and even the videos. Now let's do a check. So this is my Instagram account. These are all my photos. So this is really a useful stuff, and then I really recommend you guys to check this out. Since we need to use lots of photos to make it as videos, right? So to get these photos, where can you get it from? It is from the scraping tool. And then in the upcoming workflows, we're going to use these scraping tools to get the resources as well. since we're going to do a workflow to put some videos together as a long videos. So make sure you know how to use these scraping tools. And I have to make it clear that this scraping tool is not created by me. It's created by someone else. So if you want to know more, you can go check his Git report, and I'll have the link in the description. There's some other features like you can only download the videos, or you can only download the images. You can for more info, you have to go check his report. Okay, now so we have the images done, and we are going to go get my backend server. So now we go to Patreon. You will see there is a post there, but you have to make sure you have subscribed my Patreon, alright? So I'll be keep updating my backend server. So for now, it can do the lo-fi videos, and this one images to videos. Actually, it can also do videos to videos, and then there is also one for storytelling. But I haven't made it as a video yet, so stay tuned. And later on, we will be doing some videos like news reporting or stock market reporting thing. So now I'm going to use a bit of time to talk about my Patreon. So I guess all you know, my YouTube channel is to promote some ways to help all of you to do some side hustle. Because right now it's sort of trending that people would post some videos on YouTube and then to make some monies, right? Like making some lo-fi videos or making some storytelling videos. And then now, since we are having a lot of AI coming out every day, then since we also have the DeepSeek right now, and then it is very trending, and to be honest, DeepSeek is now making the cost of using this AI lower and lower. So I'm thinking like maybe we can make use of this to help us to do some content and then post it on YouTube to make monies. So they will do the creative stuff. They will do creating some scripts, creating some stories, and then we also have them to read it out, and then we will make it as an audio and then combine it with the images and the videos that we have, and then make it as a video. And then also by using the N8N automation workflow, then we'll put this whole process together, and then simply by clicking one button, then we will have the video post on YouTube, or you can post it on TikTok as well, I'm sure in the future. So by being said, I am hoping that we can make this whole thing as an automated side hustle for you guys, since the cost is really low, and then you don't have to spend so much time on this side hustle, because for all my videos it's just 10 minutes or 20 minutes long, then you will be able to set up the whole workflow. So I hope this can really help all you guys to find a easy way to make some money. Alright, now let's get back to my Patreon page. So in my Patreon, I will keep posting the workflows, and also keep updating the backend server like I said. And also I will put some new ideas in there, so all of you can go download my workflows and all my stuff there. If you want to follow my videos and build your own automation, you have to go to my Patreon and download my backend server. And also I have a Discord channel, so all you guys can come to my Discord channel and then throw me some ideas, comments, or if you have any questions, you can just ask me there. I'll be happy to answer all your questions. Right now, let's go to my Patreon page, and then you will see a post there. In the attachment, you will find an N8N backend file. You have to download it. Okay, now once it's downloaded, then we go to we open the file. In here, you have to extract it. So use 7-zip to do the extraction. Alright, here you will see another compressed file, right? In here you just copy the file path, and also copy the prompts that I have in there. I will also put this prompt under my description. So what we're going to do is just doing some simple substitution. So copy your path and then replace the path in there, and then you have to make sure this prompt is in one line. And then this prompt is actually doing like is importing the N8N server to your Docker desktop. So now we copy the prompt, open the command prompt, and then simply just paste it there. So now you will see this loaded image. So we go to our Docker desktop. In here, you will see there's a new N8N backend, and now we turn it on. And then in here, in the optional settings, for the container name, I would name it as N8N backend. For the host part, we put 8000 in there. And the host path, for this host path, we will put the get-over-DL in there, which is the one to store all the images and videos that you just scraped, okay? And then make sure you are under the main directory, not going into the Facebook or Instagram folders. So what we're doing is to mount folders which got lots of images and videos in it, and then pass it to the Docker image, so that the Docker image can have the access to those videos and images. And then in the container path, it would say app video folder. I'll have this one in the description as well. And then for the environment variables, make sure it is the first variables is access key ID, and then the second one is access key token. And then for these two values, they are actually your Amazon access key ID and access key token. So now we can turn on our N8N server. Now we go to create some music. So we go to Google and search Canva generating music. Then you will see the first result would be AI music generator. We open it, click create AI music. And then in here we do use a new design, and then we pick videos. And then on the left hand side, you will be able to pick some filters that you want your music to be, and then click generate. Then you will have the music there. You can listen to it, and then click use to put it in the video. So once it is done, then you will see there will be a music track in there. And also in the filters, we can pick the length. I would recommend to pick 15 or 30 seconds, because we're going to loop this music for our whole videos. For example, I'm going to create a 10 minutes video, then this 15 or 30 second music will be keep looping. And then now we go to tags, and then we put add a heading in there, so to make us available to do the download. Now we go download it. We will download it as a MP4 video. So we will go to Google and search MP4 to MP3, and then do the conversion, so to get the music. So now we go to Amazon, go to S3, where we create two buckets, one for the music and then the other one for the videos that generated. So the first one, we're going to create the bucket for the music. So in here, I'll suggest you to put some names, put any names you like, but at the end you will put music in there, so you will know this is a music bucket. And then in here you upload the music that you just download. Okay, now we go back and then create another bucket. This is for the video. I'll suggest you to have the same name, but at the end you put video in there instead of music. Okay, now so once you have finished two buckets, then I'll teach you to download my workflow. Now go to my page one post. Actually, it should be the same post. So in the attachment, you will see there is a image to video JSON file. You can go download it. And then now go back to N8N dashboard, create a new workflow, click import from file, and then put the file you just download in there. Then you will have my workflow. Let's go to generate video node, and then in here you will see the body parameters. There will be a audio bucket, and then for the value you have to paste the one you just create. So in my case, I have to put K-pop music in there because this is the bucket name to store my music. And then for the keys, you have to put the one that you just upload, which is the file name of the music. And then in here for the image folder, we will need to open the get-over-DL and then go to the go to the actual folder. So for the first part, app video folder, we won't touch it because we have it set up in when we are doing the Docker image. For the middle part, in here it is Facebook something, right? We are doing Instagram, so we put Instagram in there. For the last part, we change it to the folder name that you're having. So by doing this path, you have to make sure this is the path that having all the images and videos in there. Okay, now this one, the total video duration, in here it is 600. The unit is second, so I'm doing a 600-second long video, which means a 10 minutes video. You can do an hour long or 1 minute. You can change the value in here. And then for the image duration seconds, I will have it as 2, which means this value is talking about how long would the image last for. So it will last for 2 seconds, and then after 2 seconds, it will change to another image. Okay, for the last one is a final video bucket name. In here, you put the video bucket that you just create in here. Okay, now we go to download video node. In here, we also have a K-pop music image video, which is the video bucket that I had. You make sure you replace the one that you have, alright? For the file key, it is always output video.mp4. It is because in our backend server, we will put the images and audios together, right? And then the output file name is this one. Every time you will download this mp4 file and then upload it to YouTube. So for the file key, you don't have to touch it. Then now we go to the second route, which is the first node is the creating video title. So in here, we will use DeepSeek to generate a video title. So now I'm going to show you how to do the DeepSeek-api-key. Now we go to DeepSeek web page, and then in here we click API platform. So now you have to do some registration and log in here. You will see API keys on the left, and then click create new API keys. So this is the API key for the DeepSeek. You copy it. Now go back to our dashboard, go to the workflow, click creating video node. In here for the header of, you create a new one, and then for the name we put DeepSeek. For the value, you paste the one in there. But before that, we have to do something. You have to add bear space and then your API key. I will have this format in my description. This is something that you might do it wrong, so make sure you check my description. In the same note, we go to JSON, we open it up. This is the prompts that I am asking DeepSeek to generate the video title. So you can change the keywords or even change the whole prompt in there. And then for the title formatting, since DeepSeek might create some long video title, then there is a limit for the YouTube title. It is 100 characters. In this node, I'm trying to avoid the thing that DeepSeek might generate more than 100 characters. So in here, I'm going to extract the first 100. Okay, now we go to create YouTube draft. Like what I said in the last video, this one is to prepare the YouTube video titles and description and the other stuff. So we open the snippet. In the title, you will see it is referring to the JSON trunked answer, which is the video title generated by DeepSeek. And after we do the title formatting, and then for the description, you have to change those parts, okay? And then also for text. So for the rest, we have talked about it in our last video, so I'm not going to repeat it. So now we can do a test workflow. And this time we are not going to generate a video full of the K-pop female images, because we have just changed our photos to the one that we just scraped, which is from my Instagram account. So it should be a bunch of Dragon Balls. Yeah, you will see Vegetarian there. Alright, but for the titles, I didn't change it, so it looks weird. So you're seeing here, this is what we create. So that's all. For the next video, we're going to do something similar, but we're focusing on videos to video. So we're going to combine some videos and then put them together. So stay tuned and goodbye.